We're talking about the pain of dealing with a selective liar tonight. You know, it's a hard thing to love a person you can't trust. It is a very hard thing to love a person you can't trust. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? It is a hard thing to love a person you cannot trust. But we're talking about, again, the pain of dealing with a selective liar. It's like when somebody tells you enough truth to sound honest, but leaves out enough to control what you believe. I'm serious. When I really think about this, this is what a lot of people go through in life. You go through this dealing with a selective liar. Did you know that a whole wound, did you know that a half-truth can create a whole wound? Did you know that? When somebody tells you some of the truth, but they don't tell you the whole truth, did you know that could literally create a whole problem just from a half-truth? I'm talking about just like a half-truth. They don't tell you the whole thing. Like, I went by somebody's house, but I didn't tell you where else I went. Yeah. I went to work, but I didn't tell you the risks that I checked out early. Tonight I want to talk about, and I want to talk about the pain of dealing with a selective liar tonight. Not just somebody who makes up a whole fake story. Not just somebody who lies straight to your face. No. I'm talking about the person who tells you enough truth to sound honest, but leaves out enough details to control what you believe. I'm talking about tonight the person who gives you pieces. They give you a part of the story. They'll tell you what benefits them. They'll leave out what make you would question things. So they'll leave those things out. Yes. I'm just saying. We're going to be talking about that tonight. We're going to be talking about that tonight. I'm just saying. They'll leave out what will make you really, what would change your decision. They will leave out key things. Key ingredients, they'll leave these things out. They leave out what would make them look guilty. They leave out the timeline. They leave out context. They leave out the person. You'd be surprised how many people say they're going out with a friend, but they have somebody else with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we're talking about dealing with a selective liar. They leave out the message. They leave out the intentions. And then when you find out later, they say this: I did not lie. I just didn't tell you everything. You never asked this. I didn't think it even mattered. I was trying to avoid an argument, honey. Yeah. I'm just saying. Then they say, I did not want to hurt you, but tonight, we're going to tell the truth about this. We're going to tell the truth about dealing with a selective liar. See, leaving out the part that would have changed someone's understanding is still deception. It's still deception. There's no way to really fix this. See, selective honesty is still lying. Yes, selective honesty is still lying. A half truth, it could still create a whole wound, a whole problem, a whole issue. And some of you are exhausted because you've been trying to build trust with someone who keeps giving you an edited truth. Tonight, we're going to talk about this. This is a need for a therapy session tonight. Yeah. Again, we are talking about the pain of dealing with a selective liar. I want you to drop one word if this is already speaking to you. I want you to drop the word truth. If this is already speaking to you right now and you know exactly what I'm talking about and you have dealt with somebody in your life that have told you something that was a problem, I want you to drop the word truth. You know, I had a friend whose wife, his ex-wife, was cheating on him, and she would always give him the half truth. She would tell him she's going to her mother's house. Whole time she going to her mama house, but she leaving out details that her boo meeting her at her mama house. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you ever dealt with somebody who have told you something, but it was the half truth, they didn't tell you the whole thing, I want you to drop the word truth if this is already speaking to you tonight. I'm just saying, at the mama house, Melinda, you heard me. I said, boy, they crafty, ain't it? Yeah. I'm just saying. I want to set the room straight tonight. This is not about becoming paranoid if somebody's lying to you or not. This is not even about accusing everybody. This is not about punishing people for having privacy. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something very key tonight. This right here is serious. This is serious business. This is not about needing to know every single thought or every single text or every single detail. Even this is not about knowing every single moment about somebody. No, that's not what we're talking about tonight. Everybody deserves healthy privacy. For real though, think about it. Everybody deserves healthy privacy. But privacy and secrecy are not the same thing. Listen to what I'm saying today. Privacy and secrecy is not the same thing. You can't make them the same thing. See, privacy is having boundaries. I'm about to get ready to educate somebody real quick. Okay? I'm about to educate somebody just real quick. Privacy is having boundaries. Secrecy is hiding what would break trust. Let's look at the difference. Privacy protects you. It protects you as an individual. It protects you as an individual. It's your business. Secrecy, it protects deception, trickery. I'm just saying. See, privacy says that I am still my own person. But secrecy says, I do not want you to know the truth because it may change how you move with me. That is what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about people who intentionally leave out information because they know if you had the full truth, you would respond differently. Yes. I'm just saying. We're talking about people who tell the truth in pieces so they can keep access to you. That is what we're talking about tonight. So I hope you are really ready to hear what I have to say, because it's going to be interesting. We are talking about people who hide details. They change timelines. They avoid context. and then make you feel like you are overreacting when your spirit knows something is missing. It's like, dang, shawty, you ain't got to lie like that. Yeah. I'm just saying. That is not honesty. That is information. That is information control. They're telling you a little bit and they want to control you with it. I'm just saying, and that kind of lying is painful because it makes you question everything. You start questioning what they said, and then you start questioning what they did not say, and then you start questioning what you missed. Then you start questioning your own intuition, and then now you're fighting with your memory. Well, I wonder what they said. And then you start questioning, maybe you're just too sensitive. And then after a while, the relationship does not feel safe anymore. Do you know why the relationship don't feel safe anymore? Do you know why? Because love cannot breathe where truth keeps getting edited. I want you to write that down because many people, they miss this. You say, I want to be so in love and I want a person to love me for me. And yeah, but love cannot breathe where truth keeps getting edited. I think you should write that down. A half-truth can still create a whole wound. I want you to drop the word half-truth if you understand what I'm talking about. I want you to drop the word half-truth if you understand what I'm talking about tonight, because this is some key things. This is very key. This is very key. I'm just saying. I want to deal with the real pain of this first. I want to deal with the real pain of this. The real pain of dealing with a selective liar is that you are not just hurt by what they did. You are hurt by how they made you participate in a reality they controlled. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying, because when you get it, you're going to be like, now I really understand it, Mark. But this thing is painful. It's more painful than a lie that you're dealing with. You are hurt now because they made you participate in a reality they controlled. They let you make decisions without giving you all the information. They even let you trust them with missing pieces. They let you feel safe while they knew something was hidden. They let you defend them while they knew they were not fully honest. They even let you look crazy for asking questions when they knew your questions was valid. That is pain. Did you just hear what I just said? That is pain. I'm just saying. It's not just the lie that hurts. It is the fact that they watched you love them with incomplete information. They watched you give them trust while they were managing the truth. The whole time you laying next to them, or every day, they watched you pour into something they were not protecting with honesty. And when the truth finally comes out, Now you're not just hurt. You are replaying everything. You are asking yourself, what else did they leave out? Yeah. You're asking yourself right now, you're saying, dang, what else did they leave out? How long was this really going on? What did I miss? Yeah, I'm just saying, this is what's going on. You be like, what else did I not know? Then you be asking yourself questions like, was I loving the real version of them? Or the version they created for me? Am I talking to anybody tonight? Because this is real life. This is real life. That is why selective lying is so damaging. It does not just break trust. No, it breaks your sense of safety. People don't feel safe with you no more. They don't. They don't feel safe with you no more. It breaks your sense of safety. Write this down for my note takers. They did not just hide information. They controlled what you were allowed to know. Write this down. We have to deal with the truth. This is the absolute truth. Okay? They did not just hide information. They controlled what you was allowed to know. I want you to drop 3 words for me. No more confusion. If you're tired of this, if you know somebody right now, or if you're in a situation right now where they give you half truths, no more confusion. Tonight, you're going to understand some things. You're going to understand how they operate. You're going to understand a lot more than you knew. I want to give you something psychologically to think about. I want to tell you why this messes up your mind. When you find this out and this happens to you and you're dealing with a selective liar, I want to tell you why it messes up your mind. Yes. Your nervous system needs consistency to feel safe. It does. So when someone keeps telling you partial truths, your mind, it starts to fill in the gaps. You become hyper aware. You even start listening to them differently. You start reading the tone now. Now you're studying the body language. Now you're always checking timelines, and then you start noticing little changes. You start asking the same question in different ways to see if the answer changes. And now you feel like you're becoming a detective. But most people, you don't become detectives because they enjoy investigating. Nope. You became a detective because something in the relationship stopped feeling safe. You want to know why she go through all your likes? I'm just saying, she go through everything. Now she a detective. You want to know why she know what your friend's doing, and you don't even know what your friend's doing. Somewhere down the line, a half-truth got exposed. You a half-truth teller. So now she done became a detective. See, when the truth is unstable, the mind starts searching for stability. Because the truth is unstable. It's somewhat this and somewhat that. So now your mind is really searching for stability. That is why selective lying can make a calm person anxious. Yes, anxious. It can make a calm person anxious. It can make a trusting person suspicious. Selective lying, that this person used to trust you, but now they suspicious of you because you be leaving out key ingredients. It can make a peaceful person overthink. I know people that used to be secure in themselves. Now they're insecure. And not because people are just crazy. No, it's because their system is trying to protect them from being fooled again. And this is where people get damaged. Listen to what I'm saying tonight, because this is some truth to this. You're dealing with a liar who tells you half truth. People get damaged. Because after dealing with this type of person, I'm talking about a person who tell you lies and pieces, you start carrying suspicion into places where you should have peace. You start questioning people who have not done you anything. You get in a new relationship and you still with it. You questioning people who told you the truth. You start bracing yourself for betrayal and somebody haven't done you any wrong. And then it messes you up in a way, and you start struggling to believe simple answers. You do. You start waiting for the other shoe to drop. And now their dishonesty did not just affect the relationship. Somebody else dishonesty, they told you the half truth. It didn't just affect the relationship. It affected the way you experience safety. We're talking about something that is very important. Every day, many people, you don't know how you operate, but you operate a certain way because you've dealt with people who have told you half lies. Now it affected your way you experience safety. Write this down for my note takers. If I have to keep becoming a detective to feel secure, the relationship is already bleeding. Write that down. Somebody said in the comments, you are teaching tonight. Let's go. Yeah. I think the wrong text message went out tonight with the wrong time, so we're going to have some angry people tonight. I told them 9:35 by mistake. And I'm so sorry. Quit. You know, I'm going to quit depending on text. We'll send them out maybe once a week. Yeah. Write this down, though, for my note takers. If I have to keep becoming a detective to feel secure, the relationship is already bleeding. Yes. It's already bleeding. Yep. Drop emotional safety. If emotional safety matters to you, drop the word emotional safety. I want to know who want to be emotionally safe in a relationship. Emotional safety. If you feel like that is important to you tonight and that matters to you, drop the word emotional safety. I want to know of people who want to be emotionally safe. Because if you don't want to be emotionally safe, if you don't know where you could really trust the person and trust that they can tell you context that matters, you telling people a half truth. You didn't tell her your ex was going to be there. You didn't tell her, girl, you went out with your homegirls, but you didn't tell your man that everybody was inviting somebody on his girls trip. You got your man at home being a good old boy. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, mama said I need a break. I'm finna get ready to go out here and it's, yeah. I'm just saying. This is how things happens. Yeah, you done lied to this man, shawty. You done told this man you going on a girls trip and it's supposed to be nothing but the girls. You ain't say the girls were gonna be getting wild some nights. you left that out. You left key details out because he would have told you, nah, you can't go to that. He would have said, come on now, Shireen. You can't go to that, baby. They gonna be doing too much. Yeah. I'm just saying. You've been lying. You left out key details. I think, man, that damages a lot of relationships. I'm gonna tell you right now, you tell me one selective lie, I don't trust you. I'm human, I'm sorry. God working on me. If I figure out you done told me half the truth and there's a whole nother thing to it, you can be a business partner, I'll never trust you. I'll be like, I can't do it, big homie. I don't know what you be around here talking about. Cause see, your kind, you think we cool, you think it's all good, but you left out some key details. I don't know what you willing to do. I don't feel safe. I'm sorry. Yeah. I want you to think about this. You know, selective honesty is like handing you a puzzle, right? With missing pieces. And then blaming you because the picture does not make sense. Like, they give you enough pieces. Just think about this puzzle. They give you enough pieces of this puzzle to think that you have the full picture. But see, the missing pieces are the ones that would have changed how the puzzle will come together. Then when you say something is not adding up, they act like you the problem. But you're not confused. You're not confused because you're unstable. You're confused because the truth has been incomplete. You be telling yourself, well, maybe I'm just overthinking this. No. And then you say, well, you say, no. You're not just overthinking. No. That's just not it. You think maybe I'm just overthinking because I love drama. This ain't got nothing to do with no drama. This got everything to do with you overthinking because your mind is trying to make sense of missing pieces. Man, I used to try to do this with my mom and dad when I was a kid, bro. I used to be like, sure, I'm gonna tell them a little bit, but I ain't gonna tell them the whole thing. My last whooping I ever got in my life was for lying. I told my daddy a little bit of the truth, but I didn't tell him the whole truth. And that's why I got towed up. I'm just serious. That was a lesson. Many people, you are trying to make sense of the missing pieces. And when someone keeps giving you pieces, you never get peace. You keep trying to build safety with incomplete information. You can't relax because the story keeps changing. It's like, dang, when will this Netflix series end? You keep trying to trust someone who only tells you the truth when they have to. And that is exhausting. They only tell you the truth when they have to. That is exhausting. You cannot have peace with someone who keeps giving you pieces. Write that down for me. If you would, write that down for me, because that is key. You cannot have peace with someone who keeps giving you pieces. I don't care what you say about this. You need to face reality. In this relationship right now, it would never be peaceful. If y'all don't tell each other the whole truth and y'all keep giving each other pieces, y'all will never have peace. And if you want to be honest, this is why a lot of relationships never recover. After somebody do something wrong, they don't tell the whole truth. They don't do it. You can never have peace with somebody who's keep giving you pieces. They gave you pieces of the pie. They didn't give you the whole story because it don't make sense. I had one situation where this guy told his girl he went to the hotel, stayed the night, but they didn't do nothing. Man, you might well told her, bruh, you just slept in your car, son. You shouldn't even said that, because you just turned her into an investigator. Now she going to the internet. Is it possible for a man to be in a room with a woman 24 hours and they don't do nothing? Baby, trust me, baby. Hey, who was in there with him? She got in. It's possible. But this is what you tell yourself. Because he gave you pieces. Well, I went over there, I was going to do it, but baby, I thought about you. Listen to what I'm saying. When I thought about you, just the thought of you, it just made me put all my clothes back on, baby. This is how stupid they want you to think. I'm a man, so I can at least, this is how stupid sometimes we get. We'll say, look, baby, hey, I went there, but I messed up, baby. I did. I went there and I want to tell you something, baby. I want to be real with you. You got to trust me. You already setting yourself up, dog. She already, when you say that right there, hey, baby, you got to trust me. Look, I went there, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had brought some drinks and I told her I don't even want to drink. Like, baby, you can go test my blood right now. I didn't even drink. Like, I didn't do nothing because, when I drink, I get crazy. So I didn't drink, baby. I just, yeah. And then you telling the story. You said, yeah, baby, she was rubbing my hair and she was just massaging me. And then, she tried to, tell me to do something. And then you called. And then nothing happened. And I just fell asleep and woke up. And I'm being honest with you, I was there, but I didn't do nothing. Now, how can a person have peace with a person like this? Now, I'm serious. How can she ever trust anything you say? You say you went to a hotel, it may be so. Then you be having these preachers, some preachers be lying like that too. They be like, yeah, baby, I went over there, I had Bible study. We sought the Lord together and before you know it, babe, I just fell asleep. We didn't do anything, it's just, I be thinking in my mind, you got two horny folks. And you mean to tell me the night is young. Hey, you start scratching your stomach, looking around, and you looking at her, she looking. You mean to tell me, I just had service? Some men, sometimes I think, bro, the lies you tell sometimes, I just think it'd be horrendous. Like, some of the stuff I be hearing, I'd be like, bro, I couldn't even believe you think. It's like, what kind of disease do a person have to have in their mind to really believe the stuff that they say somebody gonna believe it? Now, I know what you're saying. It's gotta be a disease. It's just like a person who think they can sing and they go sing and it's trash. It's like, it's not it. Some people, they believe the words out of their mouth sounds good enough to be the truth. Some man be like, I've been paying no rent. for the last 5 months. And, just as a good friend, honey, just a good friend, she just needed the help. And so I thought that I can pay her rent. Okay, well, you paid the rent, but you didn't tell her about the car you bought her. Boy, I tell you, I'm sorry. It's really hard to trust a person that don't tell you the whole truth. They don't tell you the whole truth. Write this down again, because I'm just giving you some examples. The lady tell her man, yes, honey, I'ma just be going out with the girls. We gonna be meeting at Ruby Tuesday. Yeah. I had one of my mentees. He put a private investigator. Yeah. Private investigator, followed the wife around and her new boo. Didn't even know it. Had him on camera, And the stories that she would tell him was crazy. Yeah, well, where was you? I went to the store and I had to get some things. And for my mom, I was shopping for my mom. Whole time you got your side. She had her side with her. I said, yeah, boy, you ain't no peace there. You might well gonna replace her, big dog. She gone. That boy got her out there sprung, boy. Hey, I don't know what happened. I don't know how the energy shifted. But she spend more time with her side than she do with you and these kids. Woo! Who living who life? Boy, she living life, boy. You at home cooking and cleaning and you sitting by the door, you waiting on her to come home. Boy, you can't have no peace like that. I'm just saying, big dog. Hey, if this is you, sometimes dudes, sometimes, bro, y'all be gullible and you believe what she told you. I'm just going to the store, honey. You been at the store for 4 hours and you come back with some chicken and a drink. I don't know if it was worth being at the store that long for some chicken and a drink. Yeah, they got this new stuff now, boy. They'll tell you, look, hey, they'll tell they side, look, go make these groceries for me. Get me the exact change so I can make sure I get a change back so he can make it feel like, you know what I'm saying? I went there, I got the change. Yeah. I'm just saying. Boy, she out there playing on you, boy. I want you to drop the word clarity. If you be wanting real clarity in your relationship, the real truth. There's a lot of exes right now. You have tried to work things out with your ex and it will not work because you never got clarity. This is something you have to talk about because it's the absolute truth. You cannot have peace with someone who keeps giving you pieces. You should quit it. You should stop it because it is so far from the truth. You're setting yourself up to fail. I don't even know why you look to have peace in these areas. They're only going to give you pieces. And the truth about this is selective honesty is dishonesty. It is. When the missing truth would have changed the decision. Did you just hear what I just said? Selective honesty is still dishonesty when the missing truth would have changed the decision. A lot of people will say this: I did not lie to you. I told you where I was. But you did not tell the whole truth. I did not lie to you. I told you I went to the hotel room. I did not lie to you. I told you I went to my mama's house. I did not lie to you, girl. I told you I was out there with my guys, man. When we was doing, we was just having a drink at the bar, like what's really wrong, like. But you didn't tell the whole truth. Did you leave out the part that would have changed how they felt? That's what you have to ask yourself. Did you leave out the part that would have changed how they felt? Did you leave out the part that would have changed the decision? Did you leave out the part that would have made them set a boundary? Did you leave out a part that would have made them question your intentions? This is a message that you need to wake up for. I'm teaching you tonight in therapy. This is clarity. This is reality, that you cannot trust a person who tell you half truths. Ever. Ever. I don't care what your friends is telling you. I don't care what you think you know, but you cannot trust a person who tells you half truths. You can't do it. You can't even come to God telling him the half truth. Why is it that he's God and he has to tell us we got to come to him in truth? He realized that as human beings, we got a lying problem. If you left out the part that would have changed my response, you were not just being private. This is what you have to tell yourself. If you left out the part that would have changed my response, you was not being private. You were controlling the outcome. Bro, you didn't tell her when you was going to your homeboy house to play the game, y'all were gonna have strippers over there that night. It would have changed the outcome. You were shaping the story. You were protecting your image. You were protecting your access. You was protecting yourself from accountability. And that is why it hurts. Because selective honesty is not just about missing details. It is about stolen consent. You know, when you was in school and you used to have a consent form where you had to go home and they tell you every single detail what that field trip is supposed to be about. People are really stealing your consent now. You're signing off on things you never agreed to. You let someone choose for you without giving them the full truth of what you were choosing. Yeah. Write this down for my note takers. See, selective honesty is when somebody gives you enough truth to keep access, but not enough truth to build trust. Yes, it's the truth. Drop the word truth if you believe that. If you believe that, drop the word truth. Oh, it's quiet in here tonight. It's quiet in here tonight. Yeah. I'm just saying, we talking about some stuff that's really serious tonight. It's serious though. This is serious business. I'm trying to teach you tonight that you cannot trust a selective liar. I don't care this fairy tale of things you have in your mind. You have some things in your mind that is wrong. You got to unlearn this foolishness. A selective liar can never love you as long as they keep lying. Because I'm told and I'm taught that truth is real freedom. Lies is bondage. Lies is jail time. Lies is prison. I want to give you 5 points tonight. Okay? I want to give you 5 points tonight. We're going to run right into this. If you're rocking with me tonight, definitely send those heart me's, and I want you to tap this screen. Tap that screen for me. Take about 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a second to get you to get you a pen to write down. I want to give you 5 points tonight. 5 points. Because this is important. This is important. I promise you this is important. This is important. I want to give you 5 points that's going to change your perspective tonight. And again, tonight we are dealing with something that is very powerful. We're talking about the pain of dealing with a selective liar. If you're just now joining me tonight, we are talking about the pain of dealing with a selective liar. Do you want to know why he don't probably like you listening to me, baby? Don't cut this up right now if he's a selective liar. Don't do that. Because you cut me up right now, especially on these next 5 points, you cut this up and he might hear this. He gonna say who that is. Cut him off, because I don't like it. It's something about us when we hear the truth, we become an enemy. Yeah. It's like riding in the car and you hear a song cut on and it's like, oh, this song must be talking about me. See, a gaslighter and a narcissist don't have power when the truth is being exposed. I'm just saying. And tonight, somebody's going to get delivered from the spirit of stupidity and from the spirit of trusting a lie and being from the spirit of trusting confusion, because it's all a lie. You can't trust the person who tell you half truths. You can't do it. You can't do it. You are setting yourself up for a major downfall. I'm just saying. If you're ready, drop the word ready. I want to know who's ready for these 5 points, and then we're going to roll right into it. Yep. I'm ready tonight. I came home from the gym, got in the shower. Yep. I'm ready now. And I get off tonight, I'm good. Yeah. I'm just not waking up tonight. I'm waking up talking about selective liars tonight. And this idea came from what we was talking about this morning during our morning session. Somebody was like, yeah. I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about that tonight. All right, so point number 1, it looks like we are ready to go. Point number 1, we are ready to go. All right. Leaving out details can still be a form of control. Write this down. You're going to need it. Write this down. You're going to need it. This is our first point tonight. Leaving out details can still be a form of control. You need to understand that some people leave out details because they want to control your reaction. They know that if they tell you the full story, you may leave them. So they may tell you a little bit, but they're not going to tell you everything because they're afraid that you will leave them. Listen to me and what I'm saying. Listen very clearly. When people tell you half truths, it's still a form of control. They want to control your reactions. They know that if you knew the full story, you may leave them. They knew if they tell you the full story, you may set a boundary. If they tell you the full story, they know good and well you're gonna ask more questions. If they tell you the full story about what they did, they tell you every single detail, you may stop trusting them. It's like, dang, it's a brick wall. It's a brick wall if I do, and I look back, it may not be a brick wall if I lie about it. I'm just saying that it ends up still being a brick wall on both sides. They don't tell you the full story because it may change how you move with them. So instead of being honest with you, they edit the truth. They tell you just enough to calm you down, just enough to keep you close, just enough to make themselves look innocent or make themselves look like it's not so bad. I might have just did a little wrong, but I didn't do the whole wrong. No, you did wrong. They tell you just enough to avoid the hard conversation. And sometimes that hard conversation is the truth about who they really are. That's the hard conversation. Who they really are when you look in the mirror sometimes is a hard conversation. They tell you just enough to keep you from seeing the full picture. That is control. There's no other way you can put this. That is control. That is control. I'm telling you something that you need to know. That is control. Because they are not giving you the truth. They're managing your response. And when somebody manages your response by hiding information, they're not protecting you. They're protecting themselves. I'm just educating you tonight. I'm sorry. That's why he don't want you listening to me. And bro, if you playing this out loud, and she hearing this right now, maybe, just maybe, she don't want you listening to me either. Because see, their power don't work when the knowledge of the truth come in. They protecting themselves. They're protecting their image. That is why this hurts so much. Because see, you are making decisions based on the version of truth they allowed you to have. They gave you the clean up version. Let me give you the clean version. An edited version. Men be telling the women, oh, when I went out there, I messed up, honey. I did mess up, but I used protection. You ended up using protection, but how did she get pregnant though? It don't make sense to me. So maybe she's lying about the baby, honey. Maybe the baby's not yours. No, the baby is. He just told you the clean up version, because if he would have told you that he was wrong, I'm just saying, if he was dogging it out like that and he told you, he didn't know your response. So he gave you an edited version, sis, a convenient version, a version that made him look just a little bit better. No. A version that kept you from seeing the whole picture. Then you have the nerve enough to be saying, oh, can I really truly believe this? No, you can never believe him. I'm sorry. Most of these relationships, it's like 1% of these type of things work. When you done went out here and you done did that, it's very low. Some people settle, but they settle to be in that type of relationship. Some people wake up and say, hey, look, I just can't do it. And then these type of people, they expect you to trust them. No, trust cannot be built on edited truth. Are you listening to what I'm saying tonight? Trust you can never trust a person who always edit the truth. Don't set yourself up for failure. You can never trust them. I don't care what TV shows you listen to. I don't care what radios you listen to. I don't care what these podcasts you be listening to. You need to listen to the truth. You can't trust the person who edit truths. You can't do that. Write this down for my note takers. They did not leave it out because it did not matter. They left it out because they knew it mattered. Did you just hear what I just said? They left it out because it mattered. I want you to drop 2 words for me. Can't trust him. Yeah, can't trust him. You know, put the trust him together. Make that one. Can't trust him. Or maybe 3 words. Can't trust him. You can't trust him. I'm sorry. Get this through your head. Get this through your head. You can't trust him. Ain't no sense of you trying to build a long relationship with somebody, because years later, guess what you're going to do? If you're married, you most likely are going to get a divorce. If y'all don't devote your life back to God, and both of y'all ain't on the same picture, and he's still giving you half truths, or if she still giving you half truth, guess what? You can't trust him. Can't be. How you going to trust somebody like that? How you going to trust them with your money? How you going to trust them with your energy, your body? You can't trust them type of people. Point number 2. Yeah. Point number 2. Selective honesty destroys emotional safety. Selective honesty destroys emotional safety. Emotional safety is not just about someone saying, I love you. Listen to what I'm saying tonight. Yeah. And just because somebody say, I love you, you gotta get your mind off that, sis. I love you ain't about nothing. Men will tell you they love you just to get something from you. Yeah, I know, trust me. Yeah, I can remember in my high school days. He say, look, you love me? Oh yeah, most definitely. What you mean, girl? I love everything about you. Like, hey, I'm just trying to know. Hey, look, I'm just saying, I love you. What we talking about? Yeah, we in there or not? Yeah, because it was like that's the key word to unlock that box. It's like, oh, I love you. When I figure that out, shoot, I was loving it. I'm like, look, hey, I love you, shawty, you know. Yeah, I wake you up and I had a whole team on. Look, I'm just saying, this, I've been delivered, but I'm just saying. As grown people, we got to understand that the word I love you is not emotional safety. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just telling you the truth, because I don't want you to think, yeah, I'm a man, so I can talk from this side. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, I ain't love you. You know, I love something about you. You know, I may have loved something, but it wasn't you. Woo! I'm just saying. Don't make me feel bad now, cause you know, I know. I'm gonna pray and lift my daughter up, and you know, we gonna pray that God, you know, have forgiven me for all them lies I told about being in love. Now, I wasn't in love. I was just lying. Yeah, cause I love the feeling. The feeling was powerful. You know, I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm just saying, yeah. But I'm teaching you a very valuable lesson, that emotional safety is not about somebody just saying, I love you. It's not even about spending time together. Just because you spend time with somebody does not mean that that is emotional safety. People say, we just vibe together. This is real chemistry. Like, I'm with you. Like, yeah, okay. That's not emotional safety. Then you be like, we always have good memories together. Like, we just do good things together. Like, that is not emotional safety. Emotional safety is knowing that I can trust what you tell me. This is the hardest thing to find in life as humans. Is knowing that I can trust what you tell me. Is knowing that I do not have to keep guessing. Bro, if this woman ever tell you that she don't feel emotionally safe, this is what she's saying. This is what she's saying to you. She's saying, look, I don't know. I have to keep guessing. I don't know if you really want me. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Yes, this is what it is. I'm just saying. Emotional safety is knowing that I do not have to keep investigating you. I don't have to keep investigating you. Emotional safety is knowing that I do not have to pull the truth out of you piece by piece. Emotional safety is knowing that you respect me enough to be honest, even when honesty is uncomfortable. I'm just saying, because when somebody tells you the truth afterwards, when they tell you the truth after they get caught, that's not honesty. I'm just saying, that's not honesty. You done got caught now. That's not honesty. Can anybody tell me what that is? If somebody try to tell you the truth after they get caught, what is that? What would you call that? If somebody is trying to tell you the truth after you get caught, after they get caught, what is that? Definitely manipulation. But what are they manipulating? Damage control. Oh, Shalaya, girl, girl, what's going on with you? You know what you're talking about. That's definitely what it is. It's damage control now. They told you the truth and they try to tell you some of the truth after the fact. That is called damage control. When somebody only admits what you can prove, what you know for a fact, so they only admit what you can prove, that is not accountability. That is survival. And you mean to tell me you can be with somebody like this? You can trust somebody like this? When somebody only gives you the truth in pieces, that is not transparency. That is emotional instability. They're giving you truth, piece by piece by piece. That is emotional instability. I know that this is new information for you. I know you don't really like this. Sometimes this make you feel uncomfortable. But I'm just telling you about a person you can't trust. It is hard to feel close to somebody when you don't feel safe with their truth. It's hard for you to sleep in the bed next to them. It's hard for you to pray with them. It's hard for you to really be on the same. It's hard for you to build with somebody like that. This is why we're having therapy about it, because you are making the same mistake thinking that you can build with a liar. some of you right now, you are not emotional distant because you stopped caring for a person. You are emotionally distant because honesty stopped feeling safe. So now emotionally, you hold back. You hold back now. You want to be close. You want to relax. You want to trust. You want to believe them. But see, your heart, it remembers how many times the truth came late. Your heart remembers how many times the story changed. Your heart remembers how many times your questions were treated like accusations. See, your heart, it remembers how many times you had to find out instead of being told. This is why emotional safety matters. And this is why you can't really be intimate like you want to be. This is why you can't feel some things like you used to feel, because you are emotionally distant. You don't feel safe. Write this down. Write this down real quick. You cannot feel safe with someone who only tells the truth when it benefits them. I'm just telling you the truth. I just had a man on my live this morning who was saying marriage was great for him until his wife betrayed him and cheated on him. These type of topics and conversations is therapy that people need. You can never trust that woman unless the Lord really do a work with her and change her from the inside out. If her patterns don't change, I promise you, you can never trust her. You'll be a fool. Snake bit you once. Now, if it bites you again, it's your fault. Some people are foolish enough to get bit over and over and over again. That's not the best life to live. Drop emotional safety if you believe that emotional safety it matters. Ooh. Is tonight good? Is tonight good, or is it just me? Is tonight good? Like, are you really enjoying this tonight? Is this educating you? I'm just trying to protect you and save you from the cycles that you go through in your mind, trying to trust a person who tell you half truth. You can't grow like that. If you fail today, they most likely not gonna be there for you. They told you all along that you only get part of the truth for them. This is how detrimental betrayal is. You can't play with betrayal like it's just something easy to play with. No, you have to deal with betrayal seriously. You have to deal with liars seriously, because emotional safety is key. You gotta have it. Point number three. We got 3 more points to go tonight. I see, Jay, you say you blame you though. Yeah, but you can only blame yourself for so long. You can only blame your ignorance for so long. At some point, you have to tell yourself that their character is who they are. You have to stop lying to yourself like you was the only problem of the issues. It takes 2. You ain't make that woman go out there and jump on no. I mean, I'm just saying. No. It don't happen like that. And that's why you need to hear this one. Point number 3. A liar will make you question your intuition. Listen to what I'm saying today. A liar will make you question your intuition. I just want to help you out, bro. I just want to help you out. You need to hear this because this is some important stuff for you. You can't blame yourself that she lied to you. I don't care what you could have lost your job. You could have been broke. You could have, she could have caught a text message in your phone, you know. At no point where it's really the right thing to do for anybody to just lie to you and just give you bits and pieces. You would never be emotionally safe. Man, please, you will be living, you need to just start over. Yeah. I'm just saying. Ooh, I want to answer this so bad. We'll do a Q&A at the end. She says, I didn't. Yeah, I want to answer that at the end. I can't do that right now. Point number 3. A liar makes you question your intuition. Okay? Now, this one is very deep. I'm going to need you to really tune in to a different frequency because this is serious. Because a selective liar does not just hide things. They often make you feel wrong for noticing that something is off. So now, this is what we talk about the gaslighters and the manipulators and the narcissists. You ask a question and they say, why are you always thinking negative? Are you listening? Did you write this point down? They're trying to make you question your intuition. This is when now they make you feel crazy for noticing that something is off. They tell you you're doing too much. Have anybody ever heard this before? You're doing too much. You are insecure. You jealous of me. You're overthinking. You never trust me. You're just creating problems. But later, you find out your spirit was not lying to you. Your inner man, your body felt missing pieces before your mind had the proof. Yep. You wasn't crazy. I hope the young lady that was on here the other night, I hope she's on here right now because she had a question so powerful. She was asking, am I going crazy? Am I messed up right now? No, baby. You're not. You just picking up on inconsistency. You was filling the gap between what they said and what is true. And when someone keeps making you doubt your intuition, they are not just lying to you. They are teaching you to abandon yourself. And that is dangerous. Because now, I like to call this total control. This is how a gaslighter and a manipulator be in power for so long. They teach you that trusting yourself is wrong. They teach you to think like them and just agree with them. That is dangerous. Because now you start ignoring your own signs. You start talking yourself out of what you feel. You start saying, maybe I'm just overreacting, and maybe this is not too deep, and maybe I'm just insecure. But deep down, something is telling you this is not adding up. And catch this, healing requires you to trust yourself again. Did you just hear what I just said? You say, Mark, I want to be healed, bro. Healing requires you, bro, to trust yourself again. Sis, healing, it requires you to trust yourself again. Not become this paranoid person, or not become this person that accuses everybody and become bitter. No, but to trust yourself enough to know when something is not safe for you. Write this down for my note takers. The worst part is not just they lied. It is that they made you feel crazy for noticing. Write that down. Yeah. The worst part is not just that they lied. It is that they made you feel crazy for noticing. I want you to drop 3 words for me. I trust myself. If you're going to start trusting yourself better, this is where healing is. You got to learn to trust yourself again. I trust myself. Sometimes you have to speak this out loud. Look, I trust myself. I know that I'm not crazy. I trust myself. I know what I feel. I trust myself. Yeah. Ooh. We making some people mad tonight. I'm making some people mad tonight. I know, because the truth is, when it gets out, it's out. Yeah. When the truth gets out, it's out. Point number 4, let's move along. Let me tell you this. Write this down. Trust dies when truth has to be investigated. Trust dies when truth has to be investigated. Did you just hear what I just said? Trust dies when truth has to be investigated. This is heavy. And I know many of you may not understand what I'm saying, but just listen closely and you're going to catch on. I promise you, you're going to catch on. When you got to continually investigate stuff, trust is gone. Some relationships don't end because love is gone. Listen to me in what I'm saying today, because it is the truth. There's many people who get divorced and they still love each other. The love is still there. The love is still there. There's many people who break up. I don't care if y'all don't talk. Y'all still love each other. Love don't be gone nowhere. And I'm just saying, that's why I say you want what you want. You want love or loyalty. Some relationships don't end because love is gone. They end because trust became too much work. If to trust you, I have to do all of this work. My nervous system has to do this. I have to do that. I would rather not want to be around you. You had to ask them too many questions, and you had to check too many stories, and you had to connect too many dots, and then you had to wonder what is keep missing, and then now you're finding out things that they should have told you, and now all of a sudden you had to keep catching what they should have confessed to you already, and then after a while you're tired. You're tired. Not just mad, you're tired. Tired of asking. You're tired of searching for the truth. You're tired of wondering what really happened and what's really going on. You're tired of feeling like you cannot relax. You're tired of feeling like peace only comes after proof. That is not trust. That is emotional labor. And love should not require you to become a full-time investigator. If every conversation that you have, it feels like cross-examination, something is broken. If every answer needs a follow-up investigation, something is broken. I know, maybe I'm wrong. If every apology, though, comes after evidence, something is broken. If every truth comes after pressure, something is broken. She only admitted to you because she had pressure. Something is broken. Honesty, true honesty, should not have to be dragged out. It should be given freely. Write this down for my note takers. Yeah. Trust dies when truth has to be dragged out instead of freely given. Drop the word clarity. If you are done dragging truth out of people, and you thought people was breaking up and getting these divorces because the love is gone. Nope. This is because they tired of working hard. Their nervous system is constantly working. You can't trust a liar. You can't do it. I don't know why you keep trying to make this thing happen. It's not smart for you. It is not wise for you. You cannot trust a liar. Point number 5. Point number 5. Point number 5. I see a lot of clarities dropping in here tonight. I know, if you have to cry, you cry, it's fine. I get it. And sometimes this truth, it hurts. It don't feel good. It don't. And it is what it is, but it's the truth. Yep. I know. I'm sorry. Point number 5. Healing starts when you stop confusing love. Healing starts when you stop confusing love. Write this down. Write this down. Healing starts when you stop calling confusion love. I'm just saying. This is the 5th and final point that we're going to talk about tonight. Some people, you think that love is supposed to feel confusing. You do, but that is not true. You think that love is supposed to be hot and cold and in and out and truth and lies. Have you ever heard this term where God don't like you if you lukewarm? Or he don't like the fact that, you on fire for him one moment and then the next moment you don't really rock with him? He don't even like no in and out. I'm just saying. Yeah. Love is not supposed to be confusing. Closeness, and then we're distant, and then apologies, and then it's the same repeated behavior. Affection, and then now there's secrecy, and then promises, and then missing details. That is not healthy love. I'm sorry, I gotta tell you the truth. That is not healthy love. I don't know who told you it was. It is not. That is a lie. That is not healthy love. Healthy love does not leave you constantly decoding. Healthy love does not make you question your sanity. Healthy love does not make you feel like you need proof to have peace. Ooh, maybe that might have just touched somebody's soul. You think you need proof to have peace. That's not healthy love. Healthy love does not punish you for wanting honesty. Sometimes people punish you for wanting honesty. Healthy love can handle truth. Healthy love can handle accountability. Healthy love can handle hard conversations. Healthy love don't have a reason to hide. It don't hide behind "you never asked." Healthy love does not use technicalities to avoid honesty. Healthy love does not say, "I did not lie," when it knows it hid the part that mattered. And if someone keeps choosing selective honesty, you have to decide how long you are going to keep calling confusion love. Because at some point, you are not waiting for clarity. You are ignoring it. Listen to what I'm saying today. At some point, you have to realize this. You're not waiting for the truth. You are ignoring the truth. Write this down real quick. Love should not require you to keep decoding someone's honesty. Drop the word reset if this is helping you tonight. If I'm saying something tonight that is teaching you, that is helping you grow, I want you to type the word reset in the comments. Oh, we talking about some good tonight. I'm just saying. This is the absolute truth. This is the absolute truth. Take a moment, tap that screen for me, share this live with somebody. We're about to get ready to release this too. We're about to get ready to release, because this is very important. You need to release this. You do. You need to release this. You've been holding on to this. You've been holding on thinking that this is love. And no, it's not love. It's not. We're about to talk about that tonight. We're about to release this tonight. We're about to release this tonight. I'm just saying, if you're just now joining, we're talking about that you cannot trust a selective liar. You can't do it. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time trying to build with a liar. You are abandoning yourself, and you are abandoning God's best for your life. You have to pray, God, get these liars away from me so that I can build what you want me to build for you. A liar will keep you focused on the lie while the devil steal your joy. He steal your purpose. He steal your assignment. It's just the chaos. The chaos will keep your life from your purpose, and then you will keep asking yourself, when will purpose come in my life? Purpose cannot come into your life if you are too busy chasing lies. Some of you, you've been hurt by these selective lies. And now you don't trust anybody. You question yourself, and you always look for signs, and you brace yourself continually for disappointments. You struggle to believe that people are even telling you the truth. I want to say this with compassion, with love tonight. That makes sense. It do. Because when someone have trained you so long to expect missing pieces, your nervous system, it learns to search for what is hidden. But see, healing is different though. Healing is not just about becoming suspicious of everybody. Healing is about becoming honest with yourself. Honest about what you saw, what you felt, what you excused, what you kept trying to explain away. Honest about the moment that you stopped feeling safe. Honest about the fact that your peace matters too. You don't heal by pretending that those lies didn't affect you, and you heal by telling yourself the truth. The truth is, it hurt. It confused you. It made you question yourself. It made you feel unsafe. It made you anxious. It made you wonder what else was hidden. You don't got to shame yourself for that. You don't have to continually blame yourself for that. But you also do not have to stay in a place where the truth keeps coming in pieces. You can choose clarity. You can choose emotional safety. You can choose yourself again. Write this down for my note takers. I don't want you to miss this. You cannot heal from half-truths while still lying to yourself about how much it hurt. Write that down. Yeah. Oh, we are talking about something tonight. Big Leo, what it do? I'm just saying, you can't heal from a half-truth while still lying to yourself about how much it hurt. Yeah. I want you to drop this one more time for me. I trust myself. If you are learning to trust yourself again, because that's what healing lives. I trust myself. I want to know of people today who can honestly say, I'm learning to trust myself. This is a part of healing. And before we release tonight, we're going to release some things. I don't care if we go to 2 hours tonight. We're about to release some things tonight because this is serious and this is keeping people defeated. And my goal is to help you see the truth so you can finally reset Tonight, I want you to ask yourself a question. I want you to ask yourself a question tonight. Yes. Where have I been accepting pieces when I needed the full truth? Ask yourself that question for me. Yes. You've been accepting pieces, but you needed the full truth. Where have you been doing this? Ask yourself this question. Who makes me feel like I have to investigate to feel safe? I want you to identify this tonight because you are in the middle of your breakthrough. You are becoming. And sometimes you have to have a language to help you understand and to process. Ask yourself this question. What makes me feel like I have to investigate to feel safe? Where did I ignore my intuition because I wanted to believe their version? Ask yourself this. What truth did I have to drag out of somebody? They wouldn't tell you the truth on the front, but you had to drag it out of them. Yeah. What did they leave out that would have changed my decision? Where have I been calling confusion love? Where did I start doubting myself because someone kept hiding details? This is a big question. Ask yourself this. Am I staying because there is trust? Or because I'm hoping that truth gets better? Yeah. Ask yourself this question. Yeah. This is very important for you. This is very important for you. Am I staying because there is trust? Or because I'm hoping that truth gets better? Ask yourself this too. What would peace look like if I stopped needing proof to feel safe? What part of me keeps explaining away what I know does not feel right? These are some questions that you have to internally deal with. I'm trying to put you on game tonight. I'm educating you tonight. Where have I accepted and when I knew they did not tell the whole truth, where have I accepted it now? The biggest question that I want you to ask yourself is this. Do I really trust myself enough to stop accepting edited truths? Do I trust myself enough to stop trusting edited truths? Write this down. You don't need the whole truth to finally write this down. You don't need the whole truth to finally admit something is safe. There is a game and it's been played. There is a game that's going on with you. You don't need the whole truth to finally admit something is not safe. I want to release some things tonight, and I want you to clear your heart and clear your mind. I want you to clear your heart and clear your mind. You are stuck trusting a liar. You are living a life where you always working. You're working every day. You are working so hard. You go to job, you go to your work to work, you come home and work. And then you work the relationship harder than you have to. You can't trust a liar. I wonder, is he telling me the truth today? The relationship harder than you have to. You can't trust a liar. I wonder, is he telling me the truth today? Probably not. That's not an environment for you. Now, I'm not saying that people can't change. I'm not saying that God can't get involved and heal people and deliver them, but that's the catch. You be trying to trust people who ain't changed their patterns. They didn't change. They just said sorry. They didn't change their routine. They didn't even change their diet. They didn't change nothing. And you just believe that all of a sudden this person who say they changed is changed. No, you're foolish. You're foolish. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be him, but I have to be him tonight to get you to healing. That little fairy tale you tell yourself is a lie. Now they may love you. They may love you for real. They really do. They really might really love you. Love is not confusion, though. That love ain't good for you. They can love somebody else like that. They don't need to love you like that. I want to release tonight, before we get off here, I want to release, and we're going to affirm some things in our lives. So many people, you deal with this. And we're going to release this tonight. I want you to repeat after me. Tonight, I release the confusion. I release the need to keep investigating. I release the anxiety of the missing pieces. I release the pressure to prove what I already feel. I release the guilt of asking questions. I release the shame of being lied to. I release the belief that I am crazy for noticing. I release the need to keep accepting partial truths. I release the fear of trusting myself. I release the version of me that kept ignoring my intuition just to keep connection. I release confusion disguised as love. Yes. I release the need to decode someone's honesty. I release the pain of being made to feel like my questions were the problem. I release the story that says I have to keep proving what my peace already knows. I release the need to chase truth from people who only give it in pieces. I choose clarity. I choose peace. I choose truth. I choose emotional safety. I choose to trust myself again. Pause. Now that we have released some things tonight, we are about to affirm some things. We're about to speak things into our lives. Repeat after me. I can trust myself. I can honor what I feel. I can ask for truth without feeling guilty. I can choose peace over confusion. I can stop accepting pieces when I need the full picture. I do not have to become a detective to be loved. I do not have to beg for honesty. I do not have to keep decoding someone's words. I do not have to call confusion love. See, I am worthy of honesty. I am worthy of clarity. I am worthy of emotional safety. I am worthy of truth freely given. I am worthy of peace. I can heal from what was hidden. I can rebuild trust with myself. I can stop letting someone else's dishonesty make me doubt my discernment. I can stop abandoning myself to keep a connection. I can choose relationships where honesty is not a fight. Today, I receive clarity. I receive peace. I receive truth. I receive emotional safety. And tonight, I receive this reset. Pause. Let that settle in your spirit a little bit. Yeah. You can't trust no liar. I'm just telling you right now. You can't trust a liar. Quit lying to yourself. Quit listening to these false people. You can't trust a liar. People who give you half-truths. If you got to be an investigator every day, you are already bleeding in the relationship. I want you to hear me clearly. Selective honesty is still lying. Leaving out details can still be deception. And you're not crazy. because you felt something was missing. You're not wrong for asking questions. And you're not insecure because you've been wanting consistency. I'm just saying, this is some key stuff. This is some key stuff. You've been trying to feel safe in a place where truth kept coming in pieces. But tonight, this is your reset. You don't have to keep calling this type of love, this confusion love. You don't have to keep calling that love. You don't have to keep dragging the truth out of people. You don't have to keep abandoning and betraying yourself and betraying your own intuition just to keep a connection alive with people. Truth should not have to be forced. Honesty should not have to be investigated. Love should not require you to lose peace. So tonight, choose clarity. Choose truth. Choose emotional safety tonight. Choose yourself. I want you to move different. I want you to choose different. From here going out, I want you to protect your peace different. And I want you to always know this. Trust cannot live where truth keeps hiding.